What if I told you there's a wine out there so fantastic, so legendary, that it actually got a starring role in one of the most famous operas of all time? Well, today, we're pulling the cork on Marzemino, an amazing Italian red with a seriously dramatic backstory. Okay, so picture this. It's 1787, and you're watching Mozart's masterpiece, Don Giovanni. The main character, this notorious bad boy, is about to face his final dramatic demise. And what's his last request? Not for forgiveness, not for riches. He yells, "Pour the wine, excellent Marzemino." I mean, that's gotta be one heck of a wine to be your final toast, right? And that's really the big question we're digging into. What is it about this specific wine that made it so legendary? The answer, as you'll see, isn't just about the grape. It's about the incredible story of where it grows and how it's made. So, let's get into it. To solve this mystery, we've got to go straight to the source. We're heading to the beautiful alpine foothills of northern Italy, because it's right here, in the land itself, that we'll find the secrets to Marzemino's unique character. So you'll hear this word terroir a lot in the wine world. What does it actually mean? Well, think of it like a wine's fingerprint, or maybe its unique zip code. It's everything about its home environment. The cool mountain air, the rocky soil, the way the sun hits the vineyard, all of it comes together to give a wine its one-of-a-kind personality. And for Marzemino, this is absolutely key. And you can really see that terroir in action right here. In its absolute heartland, Trentino, that cool alpine climate gives us these gorgeous, fresh, and elegant red wines. That's classic Marzemino. But then you go next door to Lombardia in the famous Franciacorta region, and it plays a totally different part. There, it's used to add this beautiful fruitiness to some of the world's best sparkling wines. Same grape, two completely different expressions, all thanks to its home. And here's the magic of how that climate works. You've got the massive Alps in the north acting like a giant shield, blocking all the nasty, cold winds. And then you have the huge Lake Garda to the south, which basically works like a natural space heater. It soaks up the sun's warmth all day and releases it at night. This whole setup creates this perfect little bubble where the grapes can ripen super slowly and gently, building up all those amazing, balanced flavors. But you know, where the grapes grow is only half the battle. Once they're picked, a whole new journey begins inside the winery, where every decision the winemaker makes helps craft Marzemino's final character. Let's take a quick look at the vine itself. See that last point? It matures late in the season. That is so important. It means the vine absolutely needs that long, protected growing season we were just talking about. It needs all that time to get those deep blue-black berries perfectly ripe. From there, the winemaking is just this delicate, careful process. They pick the grapes right when they're bursting with freshness to keep that acidity bright. Fermentation happens in cool, steel tanks to keep things clean. Then the skins hang out with the juice for just a little while. That's where the beautiful color and those famously soft tannins come from. And then comes the final big decision, the aging. And this is a real fork in the road for the winemaker. Do you age it in stainless steel? That's going to keep everything super fresh, fruity, and vibrant. Or do you put it in oak barrels? That's going to add layers of spice, structure, and complexity, making a wine that can actually get better with age. This one choice really defines what kind of Marzemino you're going to get in the bottle. All right, so we know where it's from, we know how it's made. Now, for the moment we've all been waiting for. What does this opera-worthy wine actually taste like? Get ready for something seriously inviting. When you smell it, you just get this explosion of fresh red fruits. Think cherry and raspberry, along with these lovely floral notes like violet. And then there's this little kick of white pepper and a hint of almond. It's amazing. In the mouth, all that fruit is there, but it's balanced by this really refreshing, mouth-watering acidity. And the tannins, they're so soft and silky. It's just an incredibly elegant and easy-to-love wine. So the style you're going to see most often is this young and fresh version. This is the one aged in steel we talked about. It is all about that pure, lively fruit and crisp energy. It's just a joy to drink. But then there's the other side of Marzemino, the structured and complex style. This is the one that's seen some oak, and it shows off the grape's incredible depth. The fruit is deeper, almost darker, and you start to get these cool notes of spice, vanilla, even a little earthiness. It's a more serious wine for sure, and it proves how versatile this grape really is. This gives you a pretty good idea of what's out there. As you can see, the huge majority is that fun, fresh style.
But it's so cool to know that there are also more complex versions, some sparkling styles, and even a tiny amount of sweet wine being made. It really can do it all.
Okay, so now you're curious, you've gone out and found a bottle. The next big question is, what on earth do you serve with it? Let's bring Marzemino to the dinner table. Honestly, one of Marzemino's superpowers is how amazing it is with food. That bright acidity and those gentle tannins make it a dream partner. It's just a natural fit for the food from its home in northern Italy. So think about an earthy mushroom risotto or a hearty polenta with a meat sauce. It's perfect with cured meats like speck or regional cheeses like Asiago. It just cuts through the richness without ever overpowering the dish. I absolutely love this quote because it just nails it. This isn't a wine that bullies your food into submission. It gets on the dance floor with it. It makes the food taste better, and the food makes the wine taste better. It's a perfect partnership. And that brings us right back to where we started, 1787, Mozart's opera. We began with a dying man's last wish for a glass of this wine. And now, I think we get it. It wasn't just some random drink. It was a taste of a specific place, a taste of elegance, and a taste of history that was already famous even back then. So I'll just leave you with this. We've got a wine with a wild history, a vibrant personality, and a flavor that's both fascinating and just plain delicious. So, could Marzemino be the absolute best Italian wine that you've never actually tried? Well, there's really only one way to find out.